So hello everyone. So in the last video you saw how I already prepared the siege on Austria, especially on Vienna. And here you see me actually starting the war. And I had a really nice setup. I had two fortifications and I positioned my heavily upgraded and armored machine gun in the front fortification. So even Vienna was able, the city was able to shoot on my machine gun. The machine gun was so tough that Vienna basically couldn't do anything against this machine gun. Also the crossbowman in the back row um, had the range upgrade, so was capable to attack. And I also had a Galeassi or a frigate or whatever it is called, which could also help me with the siege and clear all those units. And as you see here, at the start of our war, Austria had a lot of units. Um, well, actually, my little city to the left, I think it's Genua, was yeah, kind of threatened by all these units. But after I cleaned everything up, basically Austria had no chance to defend. And it was just a matter of time until I would break through the fortifications of Vienna. Now, since Vienna, since Austria had produced a couple of world wonders, like I said, it was pretty obvious that with the capture of Vienna, I would also capture the world wonders. So really a great target. In general, throughout all the game, Austria never, at any time of the game, gave me any big military opposition. So here you see Austria wanted to surrender, but I actually didn't allow it because I was pretty sure that I could not only take Vienna but took all of Austria. Like I said, no military presence at all, and basically that throughout all the game. I don't know what happened to Austria actually. Maybe they have such a peaceful personality that they don't build any military, but yeah, I don't know. Compare Austria to Greece and the difference is really huge, because Greece uh, kept and keeps sending units and units. It's basically not that easy to protect against Greece. I mean, I was capable to protect because I had a really nice geographic defense or geological defense, whatever you want to call it, with a lot of mountains. But I don't know about Austria. Maybe they had some wars I didn't know about before, so they were weakened. But pretty much it was really easy to conquer Austria. Now here you see me taking Salzburg and also the fortifications of Vienna were already pretty low. So in this video this seems like a piece of cake and a really quick invasion, but actually it took a couple of turns. If you look into the turn counter at the top right, you will see that I cut down the video by a lot now. But everything takes a really long time, especially if you want to capture the cities by land. So I still don't have artilleries. So my only tools of siege are my crossbowmen and my machine guns. So it really takes a long time to break through the fortifications. But here finally you see I managed to capture Vienna, and if you look into the city, Vienna has indeed three world wonders. It's the pyramids, Angkor Wat and the Forbidden Palace. And the pyramid is pretty nice. It gives 25% working speed for your workers, so you're much faster in creating upgraded tiles. But the really good world wonder is the Forbidden Palace because it reduces your unhappiness by 10%. So once again, Maria Theresa wanted to sign a peace treaty, but I refused because now it was pretty obvious that I was just a few turns away from completely getting rid of Austria. As you saw here, the global community didn't like my warmongering, so my aggressive attitude. So after I captured Vienna, everyone was declaring war on me. And I was especially worried now about the north half of the map, because before, when I signed a peace treaty with Alexander, I annexed a city, and this city seemed to be very exposed. So I used a great general once again to build a fortification, and with the help of the fortification I tried to hold off the Greek invaders, which just declared war on me once again. So aside from taking all the cities from Austria, I also took a little city-state there. I think it was called Ur. But pretty much the war in South America, in the southern half of this continent, or in the southern continent, was won. Still, even though I now had dominance over, let's say, my local area, you see, on a global level, I was still pretty much behind. As you saw here, the income of England per turn was 650 gold, so pretty much 5 or 6 times higher than my income. So here you see really the power difference. Once again, the scoreboard is not really indicative of the real power and not at all of the military power. I mean, I got a bit closer in regards of points and scoreboard, but of course, since I captured 3 world wonders, I got a lot of points. So scoreboard pretty much is a nice indicator of power, but it's not really, I would say, not really military strength. Okay, and what you saw here now, I entered a new era, and I really love this. It's the trade of Poland once again, so I can choose a new cultural upgrade, in this case an ideology upgrade for my ideology order. And I really love that trade. It's the best trade ever. By the way, here you see me getting a new world wonder, the Broadway. But this trade I was just talking about is um, that every time I conquer a city, I get a free courthouse. So this enables me to conquer cities and annex cities much faster, because before, as you remember, when I captured a city, my civilization always turned out to be unhappy. So if I annex 2 or 3 cities in a row, it was really a problem. But now with this upgrade, I can really go forward, capture a city, capture another city, because I don't have to care for those courthouses. So actually really awesome. Now what you see here on the bottom left of the map, I was scouting the area, and here you saw me that I just found an island with a Greek little city. Here you see the blue border of Greece, and we will soon see also the city. Here you go. And actually, if you have a city on an island exposed like this, it is really easy to take it. Just a couple of seconds before, by the way, you saw the technology tree, and maybe it was a bit too quick, but I went for I changed my tree so that I could go for Neuschwanstein. Neuschwanstein is a really nice world wonder, actually also one of the best world wonders. So basically I decided to push for Neuschwanstein as a next target. Okay, but here once again you see me doing my sea invasion, And also I scouted a bit in the north, and here you saw me that I just found the coast city of Argos. And as I kept scouting in the southwest, I found England, and I was considering taking the city-state also. But then I thought, if I take the city-state, I'm sitting right next to England, and it's like a provocation. And actually, I didn't want to have war with England yet, so I said, nah, better don't take the city-state. And here you see my struggles in the north of the map, and I can tell you, um, even though I tried to get this city-state here, Monaco, I didn't manage it. So it was too hard to take it by land. I just didn't have the units, the fortifications were too strong, and I just couldn't break through the fortifications. Here once again I got another world wonder, the Eiffel Tower, and yeah. And as I said, instead of attacking Budapest, I now decided to go to the north and to now finally join my fleets, because as you saw before, I had already some warships in the north, but the rest of my fleet was just in the south, where I just took this island city. So like I said, I decided to join my forces and to go for the other coast cities of Greece. And now here you see me sieging Argos, and if you look, then behind Argos you see Athens. And well, pretty obvious that with the amount of ships I have gathered here, that it wouldn't be that hard to at least take Argos and maybe also go for Athens. So here you see me starting to siege Argos. So while all the combats on sea went really great, um, the combat here in the north of yeah, this continent, this really didn't go or progress in any direction. So I mean, Greece sent some units, I killed the units, then I tried to siege. He basically injured my troops, so I had to withdraw them. So not much to gain there. But here, indifference, really easy to take this city, just took a couple of turns. And Alexander saw that, oh my god, if he takes Argos, what will he do next? He offered me a peace treaty and even offered me 3 additional cities so that I would sign this peace treaty, but he annoyed me so much that I said no, I want his total destruction, or at least I want to go one step further and go for Athene. So I declined his peace offer. Okay, and here you just see, since Morocco turned out to be too much of a struggle, I went for the little Greece city on the right. But now we switched back to the sea around Athens, and you see he had actually a lot of little warships. But at this point I was just too powerful. My fleet was too powerful. I had too many units with a range upgrade. So after clearing all those boats, I could attack Athens without Athens having the capability to strike back. So it was just a matter of time until I was capable of taking Athens. Now while the video of the siege is rolling, I just want to point out a really funny thing, because maybe you see on the world map at the top right corner there is a capital, and actually if you see, it's black. So this is really funny, because this used to be the capital of, I don't know who was it, but the yellow guy, I think he's called Ramkahem, he conquered this city, and actually it seems like a city-state conquered back the capital of a player. So at the moment this ex-capital is governed by the city-state of Hanoi. So really strange, I've never seen something like that, a city-state really taking a capital, but well, You always have a first time, so this was my first time of seeing a city-state capturing a capital. So, and in parallel to taking Athens, I was also taking this little Greece town in the north. As you see here, in comparison to Morocco, this little town went down really fast. But of course, much more of importance was the capture of Athens, and finally I had done it, and finally I got rid of this annoying Greece guy. I mean, he still had a couple of cities, but I think by capturing Athens, yeah, well, Greece was pretty much out of the game. And now you see me getting a peace treaty offer by Greece, and this was also really awesome because he just gave me 3 of his cities as a reward for signing the peace treaty. And of course I was also a bit weary of war, so I signed the peace treaty. And now finally, with the annexation of all those Greek cities, I regained my first place in the leaderboard.